Welcome to Radio Ridley Radio. Today's date is August 25th. It's 4 p.m. CST in the great town of Austin, Texas. And I'm joined with one of my very good friends, no other than Chuck Moreno. How you doing, big dog?
Man, I'm doing amazing, sir. How about
I'm doing
yourself?
great. Y'all might recognize him in some clips. This is Mexican OT's dad, bro. Virgil's dad in this bitch.
That's right.
God damn, what a proud father you must be, bro.
Man, I've always been proud of my son.
Yeah.
That's why, when people tell me you must be proud of him, well, to his success, it doesn't surprise me, because I was proud of my son when he came home with a 7 in math.
Yeah.
So, as a parent, you're always proud of your child, whether he's the biggest loser or the biggest winner. He's still yours.
Yeah.
You know?
God damn it. I've been saying this, bro. You can't pick your fucking dads, bro. Sometimes you get my dad. Sometimes you get Mexican OT's dad. God damn it. God damn it, bro. I got the shitty dad roll. I rolled the dice. I was like, fuck, I got fucking southern white dad that don't talk to me, man. What the
Man,
I'm going to fix that shit later, though. I promise.
Just like anybody, my son and I, we've been through a lot, bro.
Yeah.
I did all them over half a decade in prison. When I was gone, his mother was killed by a drunk driver, and everybody goes through everything. Nobody comes through life unscarred.
I do believe in that, bro, because I lost my mom in 2009. I'm 32 years old now. I was born in 93. And I've realized, like, my 20s was kind of like I spent my teens and my 20s kind of healing from my mom passing away. And I did the math. Every year after 30, I've lived longer without her than when I had her. So now I'm kind of like in this is my new era of adulthood where it's like you kind of learn how to heal from that shit. And I'm a firm believer of, like, anybody who loses a parent early on, God has some huge blessings for you around the corner, bro.
Man, I told my son ever since he was little, man, son, you were born for greatness. I called him champ his whole life because I wanted him to always think like a winner.
Right.
Because as, being a father, I left this brave, vibrant 4-year-old little boy. And then, man, he went through all kind of things when I was gone, man, he just, because in everybody's life, there's a point where you're helpless. You know what I'm saying? And when you're helpless, you can easily be victimized.
Exactly.
And, things happen. And, when I came home to a broken kid. So I knew that it was my duty to make him believe in himself so fucking much that the world had no choice.
Yeah.
And I told him that his whole life. I'd be like, son, I need you to believe in you so much the world has no choice.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, I think as a parent, I'm not a parent, but I am that. I identify with Virgil in that way because I'm a broken child as well. And it took me for myself and, like, losing my mom and realizing, like, this is what she wants for you. She knew you were something. They always knew I was something, bro, but they didn't like my dad. One of my last conversations I had with my dad before I stopped talking to him, he was like, I knew you were special. And I was like, then why didn't you keep me safe, man? Because there was the same thing with my mom. My mom was like, bro, a month before my mom passed away, she told me to become an entertainer. She was like, you have something. You're an entertainer. She didn't have the English for you're a comedian. You're so funny. Everybody like you. And you're making people laughing. I'm a Filipino-ass mom.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, she knew, bro. Like, sometimes I feel like parents just know, you know what I mean? And dude, that's how I serve her. I serve her through this because all the dope shit about me, bro, I'm just like a male version of her.
Yeah.
I even look like her. Like, I don't really take after my dad. It's all the Asian genetics are stronger. I'm just a male version of my mom. My mom was strong too. She raised us like a dad.
Man, just through experience, right?
Right.
From having a lot of time to sit in isolation and just that's when you really find out who you are as an individual.
Mm-hmm. And
that's when you really have the most intense time of, like, self-reflection.
Right.
So, the difference for me in healing and because everybody suppresses memories in life. Mm-hmm. But for me, in the healing, what it took for me was to be brutally honest, look in the mirror and being like, man, you're being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And in owning that, not that I was a horrible person, but you're we all are selfish at times.
Yes.
And man, that gave me the opportunity to be forgiving to my parents because they didn't have. They were just doing what they were taught, and they didn't know that much before that. So they were just doing what they were taught. And you know, I feel like I have broken cycles of curses, you know, through spirit in my family, so that my son could be free.
Right. Recognizing the pattern and fixing that shit. Like, I know why my dad's the way he is towards us, because his dad was the way he was to us to him. And it was, he grew up, my dad is 76 years old. He was raised by people who survived the fucking Dust Bowl and the Great Depression.
Yeah.
And then he was born in 49. You know what I mean? These are hard people.
They were not soft at all, bro.
No, they were hard people. These weren't emotionally loving people. These were people who had to fucking survive and basically like get through one of the roughest parts of our history as a country. So it's like, and then he skipped a couple of generations. My mom is 20 years younger than him. He was 40. She was 25. You know what I mean? And then my mom comes from very similar upbringings of people in the third world where it's like, all y'all need to be fucking working. All y'all need to be contributing because we're broke as fuck. You know what I mean? So I come from two very, both my parents come from very dysfunctional, broken homes. And then they gave me life, and now I understand those patterns, and I forgive my parents. You know, that's the hardest thing. Is like I forgive my dad for everything. You know what I mean? It's just
I mean, you have to, so that you can stay in evolution, because what's life all about?
Right.
Evolving.
Right.
And then as a human being, we're either in progression or we're in regression. Don't eat for a day. Don't go to work for a day. Don't work out. Don't do something for a day and watch how you're not as good as you were if you would have done it every day. So, man, the only way, I mean, what the whole purpose of a human body is to stay under pressure, because pressure is what keeps us innovating, whether it be emotional, spiritual, mental, especially physical. You know, for me, that's what I've learned that keeps me structured, keeps me grounded, and keeps me growing, you know, and it doesn't allow me to slow down or even consider being old, because I'm 50 years old. I'll be 51 this year. And like I still feel in my 20s, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
Like I've neglected my body for so long, and this last year or so I've spent going, you know what, if I'm gonna start drinking again, which I started drinking again, and that's fine, but I do need to take care of my body.
It's balance.
Because comedy is a long game. And if you're 50 and I'm 32, you know what I'm saying? That's 18 years of more progression of doing what I'm doing in the city. 18 years, I can't even imagine where I'm going to be. But I know I need to be alive, and I know I need to be healthy, and I know I need to get some banditos like you do. God damn, bro. You got them guns, Moreno. You got them Moreno cannons over there, doggy.
Bro,
I'm trying to work out with you.
Anytime.
Let's go, dude.
Anytime. Like I'm running late right now because I missed. Because we were in New York for 5 days. Before that, you know, busy. And dude, I was literally having a blast. And I never take time off like that, but I intentionally did.
Yeah.
Oh, God, and I've been feeling it.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
God,
you know.
Yeah, God forbid I indulge a little bit. And that shit will put you back.
You know, when Jake Paul and Mike Tyson had their bout, the biggest thing that I learned from that whole experience was watching Mike Tyson perform in the ring and versus to how he looked 4 years ago against Roy Jones Jr., right? He looked like young Mike Tyson 4 years ago. He looked crazy this time, you know? And
do you remember the ass cheeks in the locker room? I'm sorry, bro. I had to bring up the ass cheeks in the locker room, bro. That was crazy.
My point is, because he said, I shouldn't have taken 4 years off.
Right.
And see, at this age, there's no time to take off. Because every day I miss, I feel like I'm a week behind.
You're losing and losing and losing. Yeah, well, I watched my dad rot in front of a television for 30 years, and bro can't even walk. He can't stand up straight. I'm like, bro, never, dude. I cannot, dude. I got to stay.
I mean, that's what these kids they just sit in front of video games all day. Their posture is terrible. They're slunched over. Like, I feel bad for them because they're, man, that lifestyle is super mediocre, bro.
And it's not good for you emotionally either. You're very what is that? Highly emotional.
Dude, I remember when my niece was 9 years old, and this was probably 2015, 2016. So imagine how this is 10, 11 years, 9, 10 years later now. I went to this party, and all these kids were sitting in a round circle eating pizza at this pizza place, and every single one of them were on their phones, and all their whole form of communication was, "Did you see that? Did you see that?" And they were just all communicating through the phone. Nobody was having conversations.
Yeah. It's brutal watching that shit because I remember living in a neighborhood and I'll just be on the bike and I'm looking for people. There's a pile of bikes outside of the house. That's everybody's at so and so's house. You could find out you could find out how to party up with just looking for the bikes. You find 9 bikes outside of the park. You're like, oh, bet they're this way. Mm-hmm. You could tell if you pull up to the creek. You pull up to a creek in the woods. You see everybody park the bikes. Everyone's just jumped in the water with their fucking clothes on, ready to get. And they're about to get their ass beat when they get home, but it's totally worth it. I remember we did that shit, bro. I was covered in mud, dude. My Lola, my grandma, she beat the fuck out of me, boy. I jumped in a muddy creek with a white church polo on, dude, on some reckless shit. Yeah, dude. She beat the fuck out of me, bro. That shit was so funny. But it was worth it, bro. We made sometimes kids don't know about just finding a creek, bro. Or just finding a rope swing or some shit, dude.
Anything.
Bro, y'all got to get hurt. Y'all got to go outside.
Yeah, man, I was mountain biking about 3 summers ago with one of my best friends, Candace, and I just had this badass bike put together, candy paint, everything on
Hell
it.
yeah.
And we're going downhill, and it locked up on me, and I immediately just gripped the handlebars and went straight over, slammed my face and shoulder on the ground.
Damn.
I mean, it tore meat out of my arm.
Yeah.
And once I got my breath back, I immediately started thinking, I want to fucking do that again. I mean, just because the adrenaline of that fear.
Yeah.
Like, dude, because like my whole life, I always felt like I want to feel like I might die right now or I'm not having fun. When we rode motocross, when we rode horses.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in the country, so everything we did was like, I want to feel like I might die.
Yeah, I grew up in the country. We would just there were some parts where, I remember we got that dirt bike, boy. My mom bought us a Baja 50cc pit bike, dude. And we used to do laps around the house with that bitch. I ran that motherfucker into a stump, dude. The handlebars went straight into my fucking chest, dude.
It'll happen too.
Dude, the dirt bikes, dude, the fucking motorized anything, dude, is sketch, dude. You're talking about
solid metal.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially back then.
Yeah, you're talking about losing skin, bro. My dumbass, dude, I bought an e-scooter when I first moved to Austin because I'm like, fuck Bird, I got my own scooter type shit. Because they'll be turning, like certain parts of the city, they'll turn that block off. You can't scooter there.
Oh, shit.
So I'm like, fuck that. I'll just drop $500. I got the money right now. I bought a scooter, bro. And then I'll park like 9 blocks away. No homeless, none of that shit. Far away, it's smart. So I'm done with shows or whatever. I had this nice ass, what is it, Bass Pro? I had a nice ass Dale Earnhardt Bass Pro trucker hat on. This shit's nice. Got a big old 3 on the side. One of my favorite hats. Had the rope on the brim and shit. I'm scooting. That bitch flies off. My dumb ass, I take my hand off the handlebar, go to grab my hat, and I'm like, oh, I need to slow down. So I got one hand on my head, and I'm hitting the brakes, bro. Twisted. It went straight into my fucking chest. I lost this much of my elbow. Dude, I had like a centimeter deep canoe in my elbow. And I'm over there laying on the ground, bro, and I'm fucking bleeding. I'm covered in blood. My knees scraped up as shit, and I'm just breathing. And I hear this black security guard lady from a parking lot over. She goes, and that's why I don't be riding them things, baby. That's why I don't be riding them things. You okay, baby? You need me to call 911? I just get up and I'm like, no, auntie, I'm good. Put that hat back on and scoot back.
You didn't lose the hat, though, guys.
Nah, I got that hat back, bro. That was a $40 hat, Culture Kings hat. Yeah. But I went home and I busted through the door. And my wife wasn't working at the time. I was working 3 jobs when we first moved here. I was like, honey, take my shirt off. I couldn't even take my clothes off. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't lift
you
my
were
elbow.
on fire.
Bro, I was fucked up. And I had a fucking Tacoma. I had a 6-speed Tacoma with a heavy ass clutch, and I'm just fucking trying to fucking drive this shit. My clutch leg got all fucked up, bro. It's a 6-speed. I'm just, I had to load the scooter back up, bro. 30 years old playing around on a fucking scooter, bro. In that moment, I knew I'm getting older. I need to take care of my body, dude. The fuck's happening to me,
bro? That's why I will not get on a skateboard.
Yeah,
bro. Like the last time I went skating, bro, check this out. So my ex used to do roller derby, right? So
that's sick.
I'm like, look, I'm gonna take
white,
half and half, half Mexican.
Oh, sick.
So
I was gonna say those are the two demographic of women that do that shit. It's like Mexican chicks and white chicks love that shit,
bro. So I wall crawl to the restroom. I'm in the middle of pissing. I'm like, what? I land on my back with my dick in my hand, still like fucking. Oh,
on a skateboard?
No, I'm fucking roller skates.
Oh, roller skates. Oh, skating.
I was like, hell, I was so fucking pissed off.
You were
bro.
pissing in roller skates?
Yeah, I had to, bro. You know, because you just wheel to the restroom, piss. And
yeah, wall crawl. Oh,
that's
I
what
understand.
skaters do. But I hadn't been on skates in like fucking 20 years, bro. And I was like, fuck.
Was it rollerblades or was it the four
I would
skates?
never put on rollerblades.
No fruit booting, only rollerblades.
4 quad skates.
Yeah.
But dude,
2 in the front, 2 in the back.
Both of my elbows were black and blue, bro. I hit the ground so hard. I was like, fuck this. I'm
falling
done.
with your dick in your hand.
Y'all have fun.
The piss arc, you're like, nah, trying to dodge the arc of piss, dude. No.
Dude, I don't know how I did it, but I stayed dry. But I don't know about my backside.
Yes.
I don't know my backside. I landed on it, whatever everybody else left.
Bro, you bust your ass and then piss in your own face. What a horrible day. That would be horrible if that happened. I'm like done. I'm done with this shit.
Bro. Yeah, I was done. I went right out and took the skates off. I was like, man, y'all have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always been good at motorized shit, despite the crash of the scooter and the bikes. I suck at bikes, but like give me some cars. Like my parents, bro, you remember those pedal carts? You remember it's like a go-kart, but it's got a bike?
Yeah.
Yo, my dad bought me one of them bitches.
Yeah.
And we lived in a cul-de-sac, and it had a handbrake on that bitch. And I would just pedal that motherfucker, and I would make that bitch drift. I was like 5 years old, yanking the handbrake on this bitch. You know, in a cul-de-sac, there's sand and shit from everyone pulling in.
But do you remember, like, a big wheel, or it was 4 wheels?
It was 4 wheels.
It's like a little car, right?
It was a little car. So it's like a little car with a seat. Yeah, you remember those? I had mine. It was like all primary colors.
Doing it just like that?
Yeah. My neighbors, they used to make fun of me like, I reconnected with one of my childhood best friends. He ended up going to the same middle school as me years later. And his parents were like, no, we remember you, Mike. You used to have that little, he was a black guy. You used to have that little car. You be in that cul-de-sac talking about, wee. You used to be, one of those. I had one of these shits. No, not that. It was the previous one, like some shit like that. You see that red one that Costway 4 wheels? I had like one of those. You pedal that bitch and you fucking yank. Oh man, the handbrake's like right next to the steering wheel. They know what you want to do with that bitch. Yeah, I had one of those with like some 90s shit. I've always been around like cars, like motorsports always kind of been like some shit to me.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
A friend of mine just gave me a vintage Dale Earnhardt trading card.
Oh yeah. I got one of those. I got one of these, but it's small. It's like one of the Hot Wheels size joints, and it comes with a trading card behind it, still in the plastic.
Like, damn.
Old, yeah, I found it at an old thrift shop in my house. Yeah, you're looking at all my shit.
Yeah.
We got the Dave Blunt's double cup right there. That's
hard right there.
That's an actual episode. That's Casey. Me and Casey recorded an episode, and my homie put it on VHS and then made a case for it.
That's hard.
And then DDR, because I was a little Asian nerd. I used to play DDR growing up in the arcade. I miss the arcades, man. I miss that world that you're talking about.
Yeah, man, we used to be when we were kids, we'd be in the skating ring and just like all day. Like when I was a kid, I was on the speed team and shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, fucking 20, 25 years later, haven't been on skates. It's different, bro.
Yeah, you was a kid. There's let's groove tonight.
Yeah.
Have the spice of life. Motherfuckers in a conga line, all in ass, dude.
Yeah, we used to slow dance with our little girlfriends and everything.
Yeah, you had the shorty over there sipping on that big ass soda with like 19 sodas mixed in, the super soda.
So that was the 80s for me.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's like such a beautiful part of American culture that I feel like as a millennial, 1993, I still kind of got to see that shit.
That's when I graduated high school.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, and you know what? It's heartbreaking that kids don't get to experience what I got to experience growing up.
I know, and I'm grateful, like being the last. I got to be the last of that.
Dude, it's just
it sucks, bro.
It really does, bro. And they think they've improved, but they have regressed us as humans like so immensely. But it's also easier to control. You can control.
Yeah, you got to make these people dependent on their phone, and they're super hyper. They're all. Why are kids so afraid of perception? Like, you're in middle school and you fuck up and now your shit's on the internet. Like, that's crazy, bro. Your shit can get posted on TikTok, dude. Imagine your worst moments of the most embarrassing moments of your childhood being put on wax forever, bro. Holy shit.
There's pros and cons to everything, man. But that's shit. It's crazy,
sucks,
bro.
Dude. It sucks. Talking about I've been trying to talk about this shit on stage, like, especially now. It's on the news. The shit I've been talking about is on the news, like the Cracker Barrel-fication of America.
Yeah,
like shit is not fun anymore, bro. I remember when shit was extreme. You remember when everything was fucking dirt bikes and skateboards and rock and fucking.
What would you say our world lacks the most today?
I think it lacks a genuine human connection.
Accountability,
yeah.
Because
shit,
as soon as I start holding somebody accountable for something they just did in front of me, they act like I'm attacking them. I was like, motherfucker, I would have never been able to say this if you had not just done it. Mm-hmm. So where's the accountability? No, because everybody acts like victims. Everybody wants to try to victimize, and once they start to, it's not fun when the rabbit has the gun.
Yeah, and it's hard when you hold a mirror to somebody and go, look at what you're doing, though.
Nobody wants to do that no more.
Yeah. And especially with like parents and people having kids nowadays and shit like that, dude. The accountability does not exist.
Terrible.
I feel like kids are screaming a lot more, and nobody's saying, "Hey, quit screaming." You know what I mean? They're just out in a restaurant
because they're not getting hit,
bro. That's it.
They're not getting hit. I used to get beat the fuck out of. I'm an upstanding citizen, dude.
Bro, okay. My mom always had these long natural nails, right?
Oh, no.
Dude. So she'd get us under the arm like that. And if you were acting bad, and she just dug in there, and you just like, you just melt. Remember those little toys when you squeeze them and they fall and they come back? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, a little stress joke.
Yeah. Okay, that's how I felt.
Like a stress fucking toy.
Just you got me. I surrendered. Hey.
Yeah,
bro. And then when you look, you see 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, not no more.
I was about to say, goddamn,
they
lasted that long.
Yeah, but no. You would see the nails in there, the indentions of the skin.
I don't know where my grandma was getting those wooden spoons, but we always had them in stock.
Oh, dude.
She'd break 4 and then have like
pho.
yeah.
The pho spoon.
Pancit or Filipino food spoon for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn, I don't know, dude. Them spoons, bro. She'd go through them spoons so fast. You just brand new spoons, belts, wire hangers. Jesus.
My grandmother would spank the tattletale and send them home because there's so many of us. Yeah. She's like, I got too much shit. I don't need nobody fucking tattletale. Y'all figure that shit out.
Yeah, they used to beat my ass so much that by the time my brother was like 10 or 11, he figured out that he could just sick them on me. Because my brother's autistic, bro. I would be fucking with him, and I don't know, just big brother shit. And he would just, dude. My boys used to make fun of him, like when we were in middle school and shit. My brother would summon my mom like this. He'd go, "Mommy, Michael hurt me." That's how he would tattle. It was like a summon. It was like a spell, bro. Oh, Mommy, Michael hurt me. And then we would be on our bikes outside mocking his ass, like on the bikes behind him. But dude, my mom would rappel from the ceiling with a belt and just whoosh, 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 and then zip back up. And I'd be like, yo, what the fuck just happened? I just got swatted by my little brother, bro. I just had the feds kicking my door, dude. Whoa. Like, the fuck, freeze, get on the ground. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And then she's fucking gone like that. I'm like, God fucking damn, bro. Will you fucking stop being a little bitch, bro? I hated my brother growing up, bro. He used to break all our shit.
How many years younger is he?
He's 2 years younger than me. He looks like if somebody made a clone of me and then the cloning went wrong. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like he's autistic and I love him to death. I got to catch up with him. He's homeless right now. I don't know where the fuck he's at, but bro, growing up, he was crazy, bro. He was just a crazy little guy. He went to the Philippines, came back. He had like Arabic tattoos on his neck and shit. He's got a skull on his hand. I'm like, bro, what are you doing right now, dude?
He's like, I'm a
dude. He
I'm a
literally has one of
gangster.
these. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're
I'm a
not,
gangster,
dude, bro.
By me. That's fucking funny.
Mommy, Michael sell weed. My mom was still alive when I was selling bud. That's how you snitch on my ass.
Yeah,
Bro, he has like a skull tattoo on his hand like that. He has one of those like, bro, you are not hard,
But
bro.
no other arm tattoos.
like Houston, Scrooston.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
It's so funny, dude. I'm like, bro, you are not hard, bro. You wet the bed till you were 10, bro. I know you, bro. Please stop playing. It's because I used to, he was around when I was running around like with all the drug dealers and all the bad people I used to fuck with. And then and he always looked up to me and he always copied me. And now he's like his own person. He took all the worst parts of me coming up, and then he done become his own person.
Yeah.
Bro, I've already evolved. I've become husband, comedian, podcasting Michael Ridley. I don't sell bud no more. I don't sell drugs no more. Like, bro, you don't have to. He's like, he'll be staying with some dude. He'll be like, nah, these are my bros. I'm like, nah, bro, they're taking advantage of you, dog.
Yeah.
Fucking the moment shit gets real, you're gonna be the mule.
Yeah.
Like that's what scares me. Is like, bro, you don't need to be fucking with people like that. He just needs to learn how to work.
Yeah.
I'll catch up with him when he figures the shit out a little bit, because he's one of those people you let him in and then he's like, all right, cool, I'm gonna start bringing people to your house while you're at work and shit. You know what I mean? My brother has
a fucking party.
Yeah, my brother has this my brother has a superpower. He'll befriend every homeless black person in the neighborhood, and then now they're in your house wearing your clothes and shit. I used to come home and be like, bro, why are the homeless people wearing my Dunks, bro? I got homeless people wearing my Nikes and shit. My PS3 went missing and shit. I'm like, bro, I can't have you in the house, dude. You can't be doing that shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry you got to go on that one.
It's all good, bro. I'm going to blow up and I'm going to buy him a nice little house and put it in the backyard of my house. You can't bring no fucking friends over, though.
Yeah.
The moment you start bringing people over is the moment you're out, bro.
Like going into the amusement park with the rotating gates, you got to pay ticket.
Yeah, the subway shit or whatever.
Like they don't have change.
Yeah, the cage. The cage exit at Six Flags.
Yeah,
with the bars.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. I'm gonna blow up and I'm gonna take care of him. But until then, bro, shit's too delicate right now. I can't have you fucking my shit up. My wife will leave me, bro.
Yeah, you got to get your foundation solid.
Yeah, because once we're there, I'm gonna come back. That's kind of like my whole goal with comedy. Is like, bro, I wanna help my friends and make friends. I want to travel the world. I want to make friends. I want to make people happy. And then I want to take care of my people.
Everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because little bridges will save your life way more than any big bridge.
Right.
Because you're gonna cross them more often.
Right. The little ones. Yeah.
You know, and then that's how you just build a network of people who give a fuck.
Yeah. You and me immediately click because you have a good perception of character.
Well, man, I just I believe in people, and you know, especially people who make effort in life. And they're impressive. So it's hard for me not to be impressed by somebody who's making effort and doing something they're passionate about and are fucking good at it. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, bro.
Like when you do the shit and you just you know, you can see the joy in people, or you can see the lack of joy. And you know, when you're doing your shit, you're happy.
Yeah.
You know, like when as a father, seeing my son, like the coolest shit in the world is to see my son walk in the confidence that I've always known he should have. Mm-hmm. You know, so when I see him on stage, you know, being captivating, like controlling the crowd, like he does such an immense job. Like I've been to a lot of shows with a lot of great artists, and man, they're just not putting on shows like my son does.
You have to be a showman, bro.
Yeah.
Because when you're a showman and I don't know what it is. The only way I could describe it is when I do that, I can feel like an energy coming out of my chest, bro, when I'm up there.
And that's exactly what it is. You know, like before
everyone links in and now we're all together.
You know, before your shows, you're nervous, you have anxiety, doubt. You know, all of these things come from the enemy. And you just got to remember, man, like I rebuke that, because when I get on this stage, that's my fucking superpower. Mm-hmm. You know, and like that's, you know, anytime you're walking into any type of arena of your life, whether, you know, it could be a fight, it can be a comedy, it can be whatever. It could just be going into, you know, giving a presentation in an office. You know,
there's still nerves.
That's absolutely. I mean, that's what gives us. That's what makes and breaks us in situations, because your ability to relax, because like, this is what I do, this is what I'm prepared for.
Converting the nerves into a product.
I mean, what makes anybody a champion? Their ability to make adjustments under pressure.
Yeah. you're in these high stakes situations, but yet you are seemingly calm and controlled. And it's like, yeah, because I use that to like all that shit I was hearing before I go out. All that shit immediately turns into energy for what I'm about to do to these people.
Absolutely.
And what I'm about to do for these people. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? Like,
you know, I read a book on the heart and the mind's ability of memory. You know, that's why they say, like, you have a broken heart, it's not just in your mind. That's why you can't live without your brain or your heart, but you can live without limbs and, different organs and things like that.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
live without them, right?
yeah.
You can't live without a heart and a brain. And so I learned these exercises to do. So I remember sitting in my cell and I would think about, like, say my chick cheating on me or something, just make my heart just start racing. And then I would think about being grateful for something that, like, but I have this, I have that, because I remember I had quite a few fights in prison just because I smiled. And dudes would be like, what the fuck you smiling for, all that gay, whatever. And I'd be like, well, watch, I'm going to smile all the way through this ass whooping I'm about to give you. Let's go.
Yeah.
And, bro, but I found peace, and, like, that's, I think that's important for every human being. And, a lot of times when you're younger and you're going through puberty, because every man is insane to the age of 28. Scientifically speaking, you're going through puberty. And, like, you're still trying to find your identity as a human being.
I have noticed that. I've noticed that since I've been, like, once I've turned 30 in the last 2 years, I kind of feel like I am building who I actually want to be. And it's calming. It's freeing.
Dude, because now you know your purpose.
Yeah.
Because once you know your purpose, now you just put in the work. Mm-hmm. And then it's easy. Right? And like that, once I got that realization, that understanding, and for myself, man, life became so easy. Like, easy. Like, because I remember before I went to prison, I couldn't even imagine staying out of trouble. From 1992 to 2022, I was on something, whether probation, the run, prison, on something, parole. I was on something until 2022. The last case I called in prison in 2005. But that was, I was still, because when I went in my first 3 years, I wasn't learning a lesson. I was still in there hustling. I was doing everything.
Yeah, I'm very grateful that God was like, oh, you want to be like this? All right, here you go. And I did 30 days in a city jail and was like, all right, I'm good, bro. But here's the thing is, like, they bust through the door and I didn't snitch on anybody. I got charged with all my roommates' weed, and it's 17 grams of weed in 2013. That's a felony distribution I was fighting, dog.
Oh, so that's crazy.
A felony distribution over 17 grams. This is Virginia. They didn't fuck around. It's now fucking recreational legal in Virginia. And I want my time and I want my money back. I want that weed back. And they tore my social security number in half too. I had my social in my wallet. They tore that shit in half, like, on some, when you get out, I want it to be a little bit harder for you to get back on your feet type shit, because they know I need that to get a day job.
Oh no, that's what they do, bro.
They like doing shit like that, and that made me so sick to my fucking stomach that I was looking around, and I knew I was fucking up too, because when I got locked up, they put me in the pod, 30 people to a pod type shit, and I had people in there. They're like, "What the fuck is you doing here, dog?" Like, motherfuckers are recognizing me and shit. Like, people I went to school with, people I used to work with at restaurants in the dish pit. You know what I mean?
They know you don't belong there.
Yeah, they know. They were like, this motherfucker's smart or whatever. And I fucking got out of jail, and then getting out of jail was easy. It was getting back on my feet once I was out was hard, because I had 3 years of probation in drug court, and then these motherfuckers, 3 years of probation in drug court, and then I was homeless, because 30 days, you don't pay your bills for 30 days, you get evicted. All your shit goes, bro, I owed T-Mobile money, I owed all these places money. And then I finally got on my feet, and the fucking court case for the money I owed went through, and they garnished my wages and all this shit, bro. It was a tooth and nail just to get back to zero. Yeah. And then as soon as I got out of jail, bro, I was like, let me see what the fuck this comedy's talking about. And then I did stand up for the first time. I talked about being the only Asian guy in an all black jail, and I crushed. Bro, they gave me a jumper that was 3X. My butt cheeks are hanging out, bro. Because you know they take your drawers.
Yeah.
They take your drawers because you can kill yourself with underwear, apparently.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to the guy who did that shit, you fucking asshole. I'm in here freezing my ass off with these orange shitty ass slippers and my ass is hanging out. The one time in my life where I've been told that your ass should not be hanging out. I'm walking through the scared straight hallway with my ass cheeks out, bro. And they had the Rubbermaid tub with the Bible and the toilet paper and toothpaste, all the shit in it. So I'm going, set it down, pull my shit up. Set it down, pull my shit up. And I hear people heckling me through the bars and shit because they're in intake or whatever. Like, I ain't never seen no Chinese man in jail before. Goddamn, boy. And I'm like, God damn it, dude. I'm shook as a bitch. And I immediately put on them Dragon Ball Z eyebrows, bro. I was like, nah, I'm a tough Asian. Don't fuck with me, bro. I'll Kamehameha your bitch ass, bro. I fucking do not fucking. So yeah, I just hated that shit, bro. And I was like, I'm not built for this shit. I'm intelligent. I'm talented. What the fuck am I doing in jail, bro?
Bro, it was the most humiliating thing I've ever been through.
Incredibly humiliating, bro. They put me on suicide watch because I did 24 days until my court date. Then I had 6 days left for the 30 days time served that you need so you can get the deal or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I said, damn, man, y'all gonna put me on probation?
Virginia, that's where Obama lives at. It was like and dude, they don't even have gated communities over there. That's how
tight it is over there.
They don't. The laws are not playing.
Law and order is so strong out there.
Bro, they don't have gated communities where the president lives.
That's crazy.
They probably got their own snipers. Though.
Yeah. They got laser guided machine guns coming out the ceiling on the front step.
Yeah, nah, bro. It was one of the cleanest cities I've ever been in, and that was our first tour.
Yeah. So they did the 24 days, and then I had to do the 30 days time served. So they bring me to my court date. I'm in there waiting for my court date, and the judge is like, yeah, we're gonna do 3 years of probation, and you got to take these classes and all this shit. And I look at the judge and I go, man, I don't have any support system, bro. Y'all setting me up to come back or kill myself. That's what y'all doing to me. Is there anything we can do about this? Yeah. And he's like, he wasn't hearing none of that shit. All he heard was, oh, you at risk of hurting yourself? And then I did suicide watch for fucking 3 days. No, I did suicide watch for 6 days.
Butt naked in a padded room?
Yes.
You got to wrap yourself with toilet paper?
Yeah, bro.
Like a mummy?
Bro, you already knew.
Yeah.
I did 6 days butt naked in the fucking suicide watch cell.
I was not in suicide. They did that to me because I got into it with a guy.
Yeah, fighting.
He said, I split him all the way across his eyebrows, and they were like, where's the blade? I was like, what blade? What are you talking about?
Rocked him in his shit and split his shit
Bro,
open.
they were trying to jump me because I was not from there, and I was like, all right.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that solitary cell sucks ass. They
It's
don't get
freezing. They keep
cold.
it like 38 degrees in that bitch.
It's cold, and they don't give you no clothes. They put you they give you a turtle suit. They give you a giant like bulletproof
And you shit
vest.
in a hole?
Yeah.
You literally shit and piss in just a hole.
I had the stainless. I was in a solid like a single intake cell by myself.
Now the one we had was just a rectangle hole in the ground with bars.
Damn, bro.
And you press the thing and it flushes it down. You just gotta squat over it if you shit or piss or whatever. You do. Like,
bro, they gave you the fucking Chinese jail toilet, bro. They gave you the fucking canoe, the poop canoe in the floor, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't miss that shit at all. And I always told myself, like, I'm going to turn this shit around and fucking make something with this comedy shit. Because then I knew my purpose.
Yeah.
I got my purpose when I went to jail and realized that, like, selling drugs and playing gangster is not really the move for me. I should just be funny and roast people and make people feel good with stand-up.
Yeah, bro.
Because I can still bring that hustler's mindset to stand-up. Like,
you know,
flipping.
you just change the dream.
I just changed the product in which I was selling. I was selling work. I can just sell myself. I can sell my talents, my comedy, my brain. I can sell like my thoughts and creativity and shit. And like, I'm just grateful that I found that because there are a lot of motherfuckers who are just caught in an endless loop of going to jail. And this motherfucker could be a dope ass pianist. Yeah, he could be a fucking talented athlete.
You know how there are so many talented people that will never get the opportunity because they solved a temporary problem with the permanent solution.
Yeah.
And they'll never get an opportunity, you know.
Suicide or jail.
Yeah, it's really heartbreaking on what these people are doing, you know, or have done. You know, I met guys in there that, you know, caught murder cases in 13, 14, 15, 16 years old. And, you know, just they'll never get the opportunity to live a
normal life,
you know.
My wife,
they're not bad people. They just made such an irrational decision.
Yes.
And you know, some of them were so many like drug induced decision makings, and like some people wake up and don't even remember what they did. You know, it's just really, life is just crazy, man. You just never take it for granted. You know, when I came home, I just wanted to be a living example that healing is possible and retribution is there for anybody out that's just willing to put in the work.
Right.
You know, I tell everybody, man, let your foundation in life just be a good human being.
Right.
And then just outwork people.
That accountability is what brought me this far. It was like looking in the mirror and going, nah, bro, like you actually were given every single thing to succeed, but there was this self-hatred and self-destruction. I had a lot of self-hatred and self-destruction at a young age because my parents, bro, like my parents split up. My mom's cheating on my dad's cheating on my mom. And, you know, I had a Mexican stepdad who did a bunch of blow and he used to beat the shit out of us. You know what I mean? And I was never safe as a kid. All the adults in my life were the people that were supposed to keep me safe, always kind of led me to harm's way, and I didn't have any respect for authority because I'm like, these are the people that take care of me, and they're hurting me, so I don't give a fuck about authority. But I'm also not getting attention from my parents, so I fucking make everyone laugh in school, and then that positive that positive affirmation from my classmates and getting in trouble was like, and I look like a badass.
Yeah.
I look cool and I'm making everyone laugh. And then it only makes sense now that I want to be a comedian and do podcasting because I'm like, I want to look cool and make people laugh. Like that's my dream is just to be the coolest motherfucker that makes people laugh and just be everybody's friend and fucking learn and live life and travel the fucking world, bro.
Bro.
I've been flying around the world since I was a kid. My parents, we moved me around so much. I got used to, I flew, first time I flew alone, I was like 8 years old. You know what I mean? I was just a little kid getting flown to Colorado because my parents split up. And I was just like, this is so fucking weird. You're not supposed to have divorced parents. This is 2000s. We didn't have, like, divorce wasn't common yet. And then you just have a kid traveling across the world on some Home Alone shit. Like, the fuck?
Oh, you were going solo?
Yeah, they flew me by myself. And I was like, bro, I'd never.
Be the kid. Damn.
Yeah, get on the plane, bro. They put me in a room with a bunch of other kids. We just played Nintendo until the next flight. It was actually kind of sick.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I'm just kind of grateful that all this shit led to this.
Dude,
I'm talking to you now, and you're a pure example of like something similar that I've gone through. Not as extreme, but like that road of redemption and kind of looking at yourself and figuring yourself out and beginning the healing process. You know?
You're either gonna be a victim for the rest of your life, or you're gonna be your own hero.
Right. Because you can point fingers all fucking day long, but the moment you start fixing from within is the moment that you can that life will start unlocking its doors for you, bro. I promise.
You know what helped me the most was when I stopped being angry at everybody's reactions.
Bro, I gotta work on that shit.
To just being understanding that, like, what did I do to cause that reaction? And when I started keeping myself accountable for that, I stopped getting those reactions because I stopped fucking up, you know? But my mantra in life used to be, he who cares the least wins the most. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know, because in my mind, I was like, what can you take from me I haven't already lost?
I have nothing to lose.
You know?
I can go so hard.
And like, no, I have always had a lot to lose, but it was just like, what can you possibly take from me I haven't already lost? Because I've lost everything, bro. I was balling here in Austin. Like, had a spot, 2 homes,
God damn.
rides, boats, jet skis, everything. And then you just, and then you go in there and you have these kids saying, get butt naked, take them off, get undressed, turn around, lift up your nuts, bend over. You know, like it's, and you know, like it's humiliating, bro.
It is humiliating. For me, it was when they put me on suicide watch. They had 3 giant black COs, and I'm in there with 38-degree prison food Asian dick. They put shit, Taylor, they put shit in the food to curb your libido.
Yes.
So your wiener goes on super
It's
small
called
mode.
soft Peter.
Soft Peter. You got that jail soft Peter. It's 38 degrees, and I'm already Asian off top. And these 3 black COs.
It's not fair.
This is not fair for me at all. Y'all got outside dick. Y'all got the dick that you have on the outside. I have jail dick, and I'm Asian, and it's 38 degrees in here. I've been eating the fucking food.
Wow.
They said, sir, lift up your sack. I try to pull it off my body. The shit is frozen to my fucking pubes. I lift my shit up, and then they said
everything's like
everything's
this.
stuck, dude. Hey, Chuck, listen to
It's
this.
cold.
Then they go, lift up your penis. And I go, lift up my penis? Why? We need to see underneath your penis because people hide razor blades under that shit. And I go, buddy, if there was a razor blade under my penis, you'd see the shit poking out the sides. But all right, I flip the switch. It's literally a fucking light switch. Talk about fucking humiliating. I'm never going to fucking jail again, let alone saying I'm gonna kill myself to a judge. You fucking idiot.
Don't ever
say that shit.
Don't ever self-threat yourself or anything. Bro.
Hey, y'all listeners, if you ever go to jail, do not say no crazy shit like, y'all gonna make me kill myself, I'm gonna crash out. Nah, bro, they'll strap you up so quick and strip you naked, bro. It's not even funny. They dehumanize the fuck out of you the moment you say that shit.
Yeah. To say the least.
Yeah.
But
God damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is nuts, dude. Man, bro, one day I want to have you and Virgil on this bitch, bro. We're gonna have a good time.
Man, my son's a good kid, man. He's a good human being.
I want to riff with him. I want to make him laugh. I feel like,
dude, if he didn't do music, he would be a comedian.
He's funny as fuck.
Like no bullshit. Ever since he was little, he's been an entertainer.
OT is funny as fuck. He makes me laugh. Any memes I see of y'all, I'm just like, holy shit, there's Chuck right there. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's like, man, I'm not a gangster. I'm an artist.
Yeah. I try.
Ever since he was little, he's like, I told him, I'm like, son, fuck being a gangster, be a nerd.
Yeah.
How
old is he?
26. He'll be 27 in February.
27. Yeah, we kind of grew up with the same shit.
February 7th, he's having it because it's official, the Mexican OT Day. We're doing a rodeo, pro bull riding, and a show. I think Braxton Keith, him. I think Paul Wall. I don't know who else will be
Where
there.
at?
In Bay City, in my hometown.
Oh, cool.
Can we come?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Let's fucking go, dude.
It's 2.5, 3 hour trip from here.
Oh, we'll ride out.
Yeah,
it's crazy. We're gonna
bro,
ride
it's
out.
gonna be insane, bro.
Let's go, bro.
Yeah, it's legitimately it's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
He just got inaugurated 3 weeks ago, right before we went to New York for the official Mexican OT Day in Houston.
That's fucking
That's awesome.
My
Texas fucks with him so heavy.
I love.
What next? I believe is in San Antonio and then Austin. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll link.
Yeah,
link
no,
up.
to me that's a huge.
That's awesome, bro. That fucking
giving them the keys to the city, inaugurating them. Like you go through the whole inauguration. Like if you're getting inducted to be part of their, their cabinet or whatever.
Yeah, you're a figure of culture.
Correct.
A figure of culture, man.
Dude, he's man. I'm super proud of him. Ralph Barbosa,
Ralph rules. Ralph's living my fucking dreams right now, boy.
Dude, he
them
is
cars,
killing it, bro.
Ralph's living my dreams, dude. Theaters and then building skylines.
Yeah,
and
him
shit.
and his
Come
boy
on,
Luis,
bro.
they're killing it, bro.
I would love to do some shit.
And they're
like
great
that.
guys, bro. They're good kids, man. But for my culture, they're like the forefront of it right now, bro. They're changing a lot because, Mexicans aren't predominantly, dominating in the rap game or comedy world. But right now they're fucking killing it.
Yeah.
And I'm just proud of them. Everybody's just having fun. You're having fun.
Yes, sir.
I've always been a huge comedy fan. So being blessed of being here already local in Austin, Texas, and watching what Joe Rogan and Tony Hinchcliffe with the Kill Tony and everything they're doing at the Mothership and all these Sunset and all these other venues that are hosting all these comedy events is so fucking impressive, bro. And you guys are doing a fantastic job. And it's like, the energy, everybody is on fire right now. Everybody, not one person. You don't see people up there bombing. Everybody's fucking killing it, bro. And everybody is like, dude, I get to watch them night after night, so I get to watch you guys fine tune your crafts in, and it is impressive. It's impressive to watch, man, because the repetition, it's muscle memory.
I learned that before the club opened. I used to work at Nick's Spot. I used to work at Vulcan.
Yeah, Vulcan.
Yeah, and for 8 months when I first moved here, I was just basically thrown into a Joe Rogan headlining set masterclass of here's how to be and watch. And I would watch him over 8 months tweak this material. And a lot of that stuff that I watched him build over those years was the stuff that came out in the Netflix special.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Literally watched this shit become TV. You know what I mean? I watched him fucking every day just diligently chiseling out the next thing and always doing it the same.
And what makes it easy? It's just being consistent.
He would do it consistent, an hour the same way over and over and over again. And I would watch it so much that I would play a game in my head. I'm standing up against a wall like, all right, look for the changes, look for the adjustments. And then I'd find them, and then I'd be like, oh, that's fucking smart as fuck, because I know how that joke goes. And I'm just being, that's basically, I applied that logic, because I didn't really know how to build a set before I got here. I've been doing, I did it for 8 years, but I would just get drunk and while out at the local shit in my hometown and win money. I would always be the guy who wins like the comedy competition. So I would just riff and just be myself, and then they all liked me, so they'd vote for me. But until I moved here and started signing up for Kiltona, I didn't really know how to build a set. Now I can do a 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 45. If I really fucking work hard and put it all together, I have 45 start to end, all bangers. If I really dial it the fuck in, it's just getting that stage time is hard. It's hard to build an hour when you, at max at a mic, you do the mics around here is 3 minutes, or if you do a showcase, you might get 10 or 15. And once in a blue moon, I'll get those 20-minute ones at Creek. She'll book me for those 20-minute Johns. And I'm like, bro, I can really just breathe and work on that. 20-minute is the feature. When you get that 20-minute down, then, bro, you can ask people to take you on the road with them. And I just did. I just did a weekend.
And dude, just your effort makes you dependable. Right. You know, I tell everybody, you know, as a coach, I want everybody to give their fucking maximum effort. You know, and as long as, like, fuck what everybody else is doing around you, as long as you can sleep easy at the end of every night, knowing that you did maximum effort in what you are trying to accomplish in your life, then what can you complain about or be upset about? Yeah, you can go to sleep happy and peaceful and wake up tomorrow and just know you're about to get it again.
Right, and I know that's when I'm mad at myself. I hold myself accountable internally, where I go, yeah, you kind of bullshitted. It was kind of bullshit.
And because you see the time we waste. It's like, fuck, I wasted 5 hours of not doing shit. I could have done some shit.
Could have locked the fuck in. I gotta get off that fucking game. I also have kind of been learning how to get my body prepared. I'm not eating. I'm not getting fucking drunk. I'm fucking, you know.
It's important, you know, but that's what keeps us balanced, because we already rotate on such a thin axle.
Right.
You know, any little thing would be like a bubble in your tire.
Right.
You know, if you want it to be smooth, you got to be consistent with things.
Yeah, one extra slice of pizza means I'm bloated on fucking stage and I'm sweating my ass off and I look stupid as fuck right now because I feel like shit up there.
You know what? So I've talking about nutrition. You say you want to work out. That's what I do. I coach every day. But I have been on the primarily carnivore diet for the last 7 months. I eat anything with a heartbeat or a seed. But I haven't been hangry in 6 months, bro. Yeah. 7 months, something like that. Yeah. And that's been just that alone has been so life-changing for me. I knew from day 7 to day 10 something was different. Day 14 it was life-changing. Day 21 to 30 I was reprogramming because my body just wasn't reacting negatively.
No bread?
Zero bread.
Zero bread.
Zero. But I really haven't eaten bread in years, for about 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, every now and again, I'm not a big pizza guy because, like, I can eat one slice of pizza and I'm full.
Right. Because your body has changed to it. Yeah. I'm not bread. You know, it's just such an empty calorie. The pleasure that it gives your mouth is immense. So, you know, sometimes I put like if I go to like these Brazilian steakhouses, I love their it's like a cheese bread or something. Yeah. They'll give you the little cheese bread.
I'll chew it up and then I'll just put it in a napkin and spit it out. But it's like
using bread like gum. Yeah, I just want to taste it, man. I can't put this in my body. It's so bad for me.
It tastes so good though.
Yeah.
Like I'm still human. Every now and again I'll swallow it, but primarily I just don't. You know?
Just on some tasting. Yeah.
And the reason why it's become so much easier for me is because I feel that much better.
Right. It's almost like you're trying to preserve this thing, and you're like, it's gonna fuck me up. I don't want to fuck up this shit.
Well, I don't want to feel bloated. Right. I don't want to have I don't want to be hangry.
Right.
See, forever everybody was like, "Oh, you're just hypoglycemic." So I thought that was a disease or something I just couldn't get rid of. But all I had to do is cut all the processed food out. Yeah. So if it's in a box or a bag, just don't eat it. If you see a commercial of it, stay far away from it. Yeah. If they have to sell food on TV, it's not good.
Yeah.
Don't fucking eat that shit.
Yeah,
it's so fucking bad for you. Don't eat that shit.
Bro, I mean, you know, everybody's always talking about abuse. And look at all these obese children that these parents are just keep feeding more bullshit, bro. Like, I mean, your kid got titties. Like, dude, like, what the fuck?
Excuse me, ma'am, your son has jugs.
Like, bro. And then they want to, you know, I don't know, bro.
Well, it's autopilot parenting, bro. They don't give a fuck. They're not doing anything with intention. It kind of goes into everything else in life. If you lead with intention, it's like, yeah, I feed my kids this because I don't want them to be like that. But if you're just autopiloting everything, you're like, all right, I'm just gonna get a McDonald's so I can fucking catch up on my shows. It's like a parent running away from responsibility in that. And the lack of accountability. Like, bro, you gotta feed them normal shit. And I know it's expensive, but like, figure it out.
It's an investment.
Yeah, you're investing in their health. Like, bro,
it's an investment.
Bro, I've been doing I remember I was doing steak and eggs for a long time, and that shit just had me awake. And I know when I'm eating like shit because I need more caffeine than I usually do. And it's like, no, dude, you're fucking eating.
You actually need more water.
Water.
Caffeine just makes your heart race. If you want you know what? You know the best way to wake up every morning? As soon as you wake up, do fucking 40 squats and 20 push-ups. Make your heart race. That's going to be better than any shot of coffee you ever take.
Right.
You'll be immediately you're awake. You're like, all right, I'm awake.
I'll do that. So in the mornings, I wake up. I'll do like 9 a.m., feed and walk my dog. And then by 10:30, I got to rinse off, shower up, get clean. Then I'll go do jujitsu for 2 hours, come home. And then I'll eat. I was doing this. I'll do that, and then I'd come home from jiu-jitsu and cook a steak, and I was fucking, and then Taylor's coming up to me, he's like, bro, what are you doing? You're looking all, and I fucked up, you know, it's my wife, really, she loves it, she can eat whatever she wants, she stays the exact size, she's perfect, because she ain't have no kids, so like, she can eat whatever she wants, she stays hot, and then she's like, oh, I made some banana bread. I got us ice cream. And I'm like, you got to stop doing this shit to me. You got to. Bro, you're like dangling temptation in my face at all times.
Cookies are my weakness. I'm like,
what's your favorite cookie?
Cookie. Shit.
What's your favorite cookie? Just the category of cookie. I like just any kind of, bro. And my wife is a beast, bro. She's a beast. She makes cookies for all the every year for Christmas. She makes cookies for all the clubs in Austin, and we'd go drop off the cookie. Bro, she does the peanut butter John with the fucking Hershey's Kiss pushed in.
Yeah, I eat that.
Dude, yeah. And then she does these things. She'll take a pretzel and put the
I eat it.
Yep. The pretzel with the Hershey, and then you put an M&M in the Hershey and let it melt. She does all this evil ass shit, bro. My wife is over here like Meanwhile, my fucking body's like, yes, give us that. Give us all the fat, disgusting shit. Please. My body is like, bro, but meanwhile, I'm trying to fucking boom, 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 boom. I'm trying to fucking, you seen those edits on YouTube? Those fucking lifters, those guys who fucking do all that shit and the music that plays in the background. I'm trying to be like that. I'm trying to be an alpha Asian and shave my head and start ripping people's heads off.
Fuck yeah. Looking like, what's his name from Bloodsport?
Yeah, exactly. That's my dream body. I'm going to shave my head, though. I'm going bald. A homeboy from Bloodsport, a villain, Asian guy from Bloodsport. Everybody says that. People always, that's a roast joke for me. People are like, you look like this. Bro, that is like one of my dreams.
Yeah, that's him right there.
Right there. That one right there with the shirt. Nope. Right there. Actually, go to the second to the left. Second to the left right there. Yeah, that's me. That's me. I'm trying to get traps like that.
What's his name? Yeah, Chong Li.
Chong Li, dude.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a fucking,
Look how yoked up he was, though.
Yeah,
look,
crazy.
These were the guys that I was looking up to when I was growing up, like Rocky, fucking.
Yeah, they really did.
You know, when I was a kid, I remember seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger as Conan sitting on his throne with the sword, and he had a chick on one leg and chick on the other. And they were looking at him like he was God. And I was like, that's me. That's me. That's who I'm going to be when I grow up.
And you notice that, like, through the media, I think that
they washed
all that away,
dude.
They taken masculinity.
No offense, ladies, because I'm girl power all the way. But dude, come on, man.
Yeah, y'all got to stop fucking these guys wearing a beanie halfway across their head.
No, not that. It's just all the superheroes now. They took all the guys off and they put it's all chicks and heroes now.
Yeah, they're trying to make women feel masculine because it's part of a plan to disrupt the population further. Women will go, oh, anxiety, I'm freaking the fuck out. No, you just need a muscular fucking giant dude who's strong will keep you safe and go, everything's going to be okay. Yeah. And I try to be that for my wife. I want to like calm her down because the men that look at the men that they propose. Yeah.
Yeah, we can actually just we can wrap it up. We'll have you back. We can do. We got to wrap it up anyway. So we're at we are at an hour. So.
Yeah, we are at an hour. So I will say this as a closing statement: they have erased hyper masculinity and strength from the media because you grew up. Look at you.
Bro.
Now look at the people you grew up idolizing,
Dude,
bro.
all like, man, it's crazy.
It's
now.
part of the programming.
No offense. I'm all about girl power, and I believe all the women in my family are bosses.
Yeah.
But they also know how to balance their man by being their it's yin and yang.
The feminine property.
The feminine, you have to. So they serve their man.
Right.
You know, all the women in my family serve their man, but they're all bosses because the man do what they tell him to do because they serve him so fucking well.
Yeah.
You know, when your woman does everything she's supposed to do, it makes you want to die for her. You bleed your knuckles for her. You'll do whatever it takes to make that woman happy because she is serving you. It's hard not to fucking want to kill for that.
Right.
I'll do whatever it takes to defend and protect that.
Right.
And these girls just ain't doing it. They just have the expectation of their hands are like, I deserve this. I expect that. Like, I'm not gonna do this for you unless you do it. Man, bitch. then I need 5 of y'all to serve all my purpose.
I need a cooking bitch. I need a fucking bitch.
Bro.
I need a fucking emotional support bitch. I need an infinity gauntlet of bitches, dude. I snap my fingers and all my needs are met.
It's just crazy, bro.
Or I can have one ring to rule them all.
You know, and they all act like they're doing so much. And I'm like, come on, man.
Chuck, tell them where they can follow you at, man. Plug your shit, Chuck.
I'm Coach Chuck Fitness TCB on Instagram, also Facebook. Yeah, but
Any final statements for the listeners of Radio Ridley Radio?
man, let your foundation be the best human being you could be, and just give more than you take, and love unconditionally. It's really easier than it seems. Because being forgiving to yourself is going to be the easiest way to forgive anybody else. Love you guys. Thank you.
Beautifully said. I love you, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, baby. You guys have a fantastic day. We'll have
Like
to
and
run it back.
subscribe, you guys. Radio Ridley Radio on Patreon. We'll see you over there.
Love y'all. Bye-bye.